welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic during what I hope is a lull in the drilling now going on in the street and in the flat behind me. Can't get away from it today, but let's hope just for a while you won't be affected and we can solve this puzzle. Now, this has been sent to us by Botaku, one of the most prolific posters on Discord and a wonderful constructor. So this is going to be good. Now, Botaku was sorry that he hadn't done anything in time for us reaching 400,000 subscribers or a 4,000th video. Frankly, I didn't even know we'd got there, so sorry about that. But to commemorate these fours, he has made a Sudoku with 4 cloned fours in it. So we will get to that in a moment. Now, we are streaming again tomorrow. We're going back to the Obra Dinn. Simon seems to have some idea that this will be the last one. I have no such idea, but it would be lovely if it was. And we'll see how far we get. That will be at 10 p.m. our time tomorrow, an hour before my video tomorrow comes out. That always comes out during the stream, which probably sabotages its popularity. I don't know. Anyway, that's tomorrow. Also on Patreon, we have, of course, just a few days left in the hunt, in the PBN Institute Japanese Sums Hunt by Panthera and the Asylum. And on Sudoku Pad today, we've released a new puzzle called Trolling by Spartan. I think I've done it. It's a nice puzzle. It's not too hard as well. Do give that a go if you have the Sudoku Pad app. And if you don't, that, along with our other apps of all the various puzzle types, are available on the links under the video, along with the merchandise and the links to the Discord and Patreon. So that's all there. Now, what about Botaku's puzzle? So he's late for the party, but on each of the 4 clones, and you can see them shaded grey in the puzzle, the same digits occur in the same positions. So these must all be the same digit because it's the top left position in the 4, etc. Then we have 4, is it? Yes, little killer clues. Of course it's 4 because this is all about 4s. I don't know if 40 times 40 times 40 times 25, that doesn't come to 400,000 or anything. 1.6 million or 16 million? I don't know. Something like that. I don't quite know what the significance of those is, but I'm sure there is some. 40 times 25 is 1,000, so 40,000 if you multiply 3 of them together. I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, along these little killers, the diagonal sums to the number given and can include repeated digits. So those are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules as well as those. Do give it a try on the link under the video. You'll be able to judge from the video length, as I can't, how hard it is. And I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. My first thought is that clones, having 4 of them, is quite a lot and ought to be quite helpful. But then on the other hand, there's almost no other information given to it at all. And the lengths of these little killer clues are not that helpful. Like 25 divided by 6 digits is over 4. 40 divided by 7 is under 6. Same again there. So they're sort of too close to 5, which is the average Sudoku digit. This may be where we get started. So if these were the maximum they could be, 9, 8 there, 9, 8 there, that's 34. Then the most this could be, the least this could be, I mean, is 6. So that's a start. There's basically 3 degrees of freedom. So they could go down from 9, 8 to 9, 5 as pairs. Oh, but hang on, these probably see each other. Yes, look, on this clone, they're all in the same box. So they're all different. Oh, okay, now that's helpful. They have to add to at least, well, 23 or 24 will allow these to be 17 or 16. So forget 5 and 6 there. Forget 5 here. This is either a 9, 8, 6 set. I don't really know how to pencil mark that. This is either 9, 8 or 9, 7 up here. There is only 1 degree of freedom on this diagonal now. And these are all different. How do I mark that? Oh, I know. I'll put them in down here. Okay, I mean, I think this is going to be a colouring puzzle, isn't it? Let's just start colouring some of these cells and see if it tells us anything. Look, I think this does straight away. We'll call that, what, orange. And this can't be orange because it's the same as this, and that sees two orange cells. Therefore, the orange in row 6 is here. So maybe we could get colouring. Generally, this, can that be orange? No, because it's the same as that. So we get orange there. Then one of these is orange. One of these is orange. Ah, can those two? No, they're up there above another orange. So that's orange. And then we're left with a little X-wing, which I like to mark as half orange. Oh, I normally do that with this grey to halve it. I suppose it's a different coloured grey from the grey in the cells. So that could be the same as that, but then it wouldn't be 6. Oh, look. This diagonal here now has got 3 oranges on it. I have picked the right cell. I was going to actually just get colouring the other things. Okay, I'm going to do that anyway because it might help. So purple, 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 purple. Let's go purple for this colour, obviously. Can this be purple? No, it's the same as that. So the purple in column 1 is here. Then we've got purple in one of those 2 cells. Can't be there because that's the same as that. Is that worth pencil marking? Probably not. One of those 2 is purple. I could half purple these, but I'm not that keen yet. I might come back and do that. Let's have a look at this one, and we'll go green this time. That is in those positions. So one of those 2 is green. One of those 2. The green seems... hang on. This might have to be green. Green can't be in any of those. It can't be orange or purple. And it can't be in that cell. So that is green. That's green. Okay, this is interesting. Green is more helpful than I thought. Okay, I'm gonna succumb and half mark those cells. Is it worth doing any of the other cells on the clone? Go on. Let's have a look at this one. We'll make this red. Sorry if these colours are too close. I mean, for me, orange and red are the closest to. It's not the same for everybody, but nonetheless, even though I've put red above orange several times, I'm going to try and stick with it and see what happens. Can this be red? Because it's in one of these 2 positions in box 4. Well, actually, this can be red. Yeah, that would work. Ooh, that almost certainly means it is the same as the other red. But I cannot rely, or can I rely on that? Okay, if that's not red, then that's red, that's red, that's red. Oh no, there's nowhere for red. Oh right, actually with those 2 being red, red has to be there. So the top of these is red. Okay, I've figured it out. Sorry to be slow. That's red as well down there. So that's all our reds marked. This one is a slightly different shade to the others because all the others are on the clone. So they're sort of slightly grey affected red. But we don't know anything about what digit red is, but still, it might be good to get them marked. Now, what about the seat of the 4? Let's put them in blue and see if that gives us anything. One of these 2 is blue. One of these 2 is blue. Okay, we'll pencil mark that. Oh, up here, no. It could be any of those 4. Well, no, it won't be this one on the clone. Oh, that's not that helpful. And I'm going to I'm going to get rid of these half markings, except the orange ones. They might be helpful, but I don't like the others. They're just confusing me. So let's rewind back to this state. Now I'm going to mark these last ones at the top of the second mark of the 4. They're yellow. We get yellow in row 1. One of those is yellow. One of those 2. One of those 3, one of those 3. No, that's not quite as helpful. Right, okay, but now let's look at the numbers again, because surely we're getting somewhere now. He says wildly. Oh yes, it was this one I was going to look at. This, nothing much has changed, despite all that colouring. I've got the 3 oranges on it. That could be orange as well. Now, if orange was 6, they would be 24. That would be... Well, it wouldn't be 7 because it's in the 6, 8, 9 triple, so it would be at least 8. 24 and 8 is 32, and those 2 would have to add up to 8 or less. That would be 8 or 9, so those 2 would add up to 8 or 7. Now, if they were 7, 28, and this couldn't be 6, that would be an 8, 36. These would add up to 4 or less. And if they were 8, then this could be 6 or 7. Well, it would have to be 6, and they would both be 1s. Oh, it's just doable. Okay, if this is orange, they can't be 9s because we'll blow the total straight away. But we don't know it's orange, so this isn't really a very valuable calculation. The other little killers don't look all that helpful at the moment to me. I might be missing something there, but I just can't see how they're doing anything. I think I've got to focus on these 2. So I've got the 1 degree of freedom here. Now these 3 have to be the same. If they were 9s, 27. Then these would have to include an 8 because they're the other 2. Oh no, that might not be from that threesome. Oh. Maybe I have to do more colouring. Maybe I haven't figured out. Yeah, look. Where does green go in this box? Oh, I've done it. It goes there. Okay. No, don't look at that. Oh, what's going on here? Now I can't see the original clones at all, but hopefully I've coloured enough that that doesn't matter. And it certainly feels like it's helpful to have got all of these reds identified as the same digit. That is progress. I'm not going to regard what I've done as nothing so far. This one can't help. Oh. Can it? Do they all see green, purple and orange? Oh my goodness. That sees purple, orange and green. That sees purple, orange and green, and so does that. That sees green, orange and purple. That sees purple, green and orange. That sees orange and green. Well, it's yellow, so effectively it does see purple, green and orange here. That sees orange, purple and green. Okay, why is this relevant that none of these can be orange, purple or green? And that is because the orange, purple and green, this is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The orange, purple and green either add up to 24 or 23. So they're either 987 or 986. Now that means in this diagonal, which averages, bear in mind, over 5, we can't use any 9s or 8s. And one of the digits, either 7 or 6, is banned as well. Now imagine that was 7 that was banned. Then Well, I mean, how many 6s could you put on this? I suppose you could have one in each box. Ah, and that's 5 6s. I thought this would bust it. Oh, but the other digits can't have any 7s. Yes, the other digits would have to be 2 5s. So you definitely have 6s in these positions. 6 would be a new digit that's not one of our current colours, so that would be 6. Yellow wouldn't be 6. Or maybe yellow could be 6. So then the 5 6s would be there. I suppose this is, as so often, if it is just possible, it's probably what's going to happen. I'm trying to juggle this in my head now. So this diagonal, this is the key thing to cling on to. This diagonal uses, well, I mean, effectively a restricted set of digits that doesn't include 9 and 8, and either doesn't include 7 or doesn't include 6. Now, I'm trying to work out if you can do this with just 6s, 5s, 4s, 3s, 2 1s, and I think, I'm certain, it has to be 5 6s and 2 5s to do that. I'm just trying to work out. And these two yellows are the same. Are they the 5s? Then all of these are 6s. And then you can't put a 6 in there. So they couldn't be the 5s. They would have to be 6s along with all of those. Then you'd have a 6 there, here, here, and you couldn't have one in box 3. That doesn't work either. So this is not 6s and 5s in this little killer 40. So it must have 7s, and this is a 9 8 6 set of digits. And this, if that adds up to 23, these add up to 17. They are 9 and 8. And that doesn't prove to me whether that's orange or not. But it gives me a 9 8 pair there. Right, what are we going to do now on this? There's a bit more freedom, unfortunately. We probably don't have to have 7 5s anymore, but I need to think about that. If we had 7 5s, the other 2 would add up to 5. Oh, but then 7s would have to be in the yellow, because the yellows have to be the same. So if there are 5 7s, I may have said 7 5s a moment ago. I mean, if there are 5 7s in this diagonal. Oh, well, they can't be on the yellow because you couldn't put a 7 there because that's yellow. So the 5 7s would have to be not on the yellow, but the 2 yellows would then be the same but add up to an odd number, which is impossible. So there are not 5 7s on this. So are there 4 7s? 28. Then you'd need another 12. Oh, can the yellows ever be 7s? Okay, that's the thing to consider. Because that can't be yellow, that can't be yellow, that can't be yellow, that can't be yellow. Whatever the yellow is can only replicate 3 times. And this, I don't know enough about it. I mean, I've got these 5 cells. So if that was yellow in those, if that was 7 rather, the most you could have is 3, is 21. Then to make up the other 19, you'd need 3 5s and a 4. You're not allowed 6s. So these cells would have to yield 3 5s and a 4. That probably does work. Maybe I should have thought more about this. Well, maybe I can think more about it now I know that that's 6, 8 or 9 in orange. So if it's 6, that's not 6 anymore, so that can't be orange. So if this is 6, if that's 6, we've got 3 6s and then an 8, 9 pair. Because that's green, that would have to be purple because it's 8 or 9. And that would form a pair. So then we would be adding up to 18 plus 8, 9 is 35. Those could only be a maximum of 5, even if orange is 6. Now, if orange is 8, I think things get worse. You get 3 8s. I suppose that could be a 6. And we're up to 30, but we've still got to take that into account. So we're up to at least 38. 2 1s will just do it. I think if they're 3 9s, 27 plus at least 8 plus at least 6, that busts it entirely. So in fact, orange is not 9. That's a fact. Orange is 6 or 8. And I'm going to mark all of my other oranges as 6 or 8. Right, now. So these can't be more than 5. That was even if they were 6. 6, 12, 18, an 8, 9 pair, 35, 5 is the max. And that has limited this cell, which is in this 40 diagonal. Bataku is an absolute master. I mean, I'm 22 minutes in, nowhere near getting a single digit in the grid. Right, now if this has come down to a 4, okay, we were saying if there are 3 7s, then the others are 3 5s and a 4. And that's the 4. Then we've got 5 7 pairs somehow, or 3 5s and 3 7s. But is there an alternative with 4 7s, in which case it's not yellow, because the maximum yellows is 3. So the 4 7s would have to be in these cells and add up to 28. The yellows could be 5s if that was a 2. Oh, they can't be 4s. Wow. So we're down to... if these are the 7s, then yellow is 5, and this cell that connects the 2 little killers is a 2. Or yellow can't be 4 because that would make this cell 4 as well, and that would be a clash in box 2. Or there are 3 7s and 3 5s on these cells, and that's a 4. And I think in both of those cases, these are all 5 and 7. Either 4 7s and a 5 and a 2 here, or 3 7s and 3 5s and a 4 here. So that is even. And I don't think this is a parity puzzle, so that doesn't matter in itself. But yellow has become 5 or 7. How do I know? If there are 4 7s, what's happening to 7? Oh, there's no room for a 7 here. That's nonsense. Maybe I worked that out before. I've worked it out again now. It's nonsense. You couldn't put a 7 in there. If those are 7s, they take out all those positions. Right. So there are 3 5s and 3 7s. That is a 4. Now, doesn't this have to be a 1? Yeah, this was a maximum of 5. It does. Got a digit in the grid. 24 minutes. Good. Now, I think this didn't work with 8s. This is too much. If those were 8s, 24, 28, 29, at least 6 is 35, at least 8, 43. Far too much. Orange is 6. Woohoo! Got a digit. I mean, it really feels like a lot of work. That is an exciting revelation, actually. I'm really pleased with that. I know. I'm looking smug. I can't help it. Let's take 6 out of those greens and purples. Right, green and purple are down to 8 and 9. I haven't filled those in elsewhere. Let's do that. So this is not orange because it's not 6. Knowledge bomb there. So the Oh, let's get rid of the grey. So the oranges are here and our 6s. And all the 6s are done. Bam. This is 3 lots of 5, 7. Oh, right. And we worked out that the yellows can only replicate 3 times. So that is yellow. These are some other colour. Dark grey is the only one I haven't used. And all my greys have disappeared from the, from the 4 clones. So I can use that now. Right. Come on, let's keep going now. I don't know anything about blue or red. Can I use this 25 diagonal now? I've kind of finished using the others. Oh, I mean, I could colour these. That's purple, that's green. Oh, maybe I can finish off the colouring. No, not for green. I can put purple there. Yes, that's purple. That's purple. What about, no, so I've done green. Can I do more yellow? Yes, this is yellow. Oh, colouring is your friend here. Yellow there. 5, 7, and that is yellow, dirty yellow, but yellow enough, and that's yellow. Oh, goodness, can I do this grey? Probably not. Yes, I can. This is dark grey. Right, so this is dark grey. So this is dark grey. Oh, one of these is dark grey, so that gives us the one there, but we're left with a little X-wing of dark grey here. But this has cleared up my green somehow. I think I missed purple clearing up the green. These sentences that would make no sense in any other context are wonderful here. Right, now this diagonal's got some stuff on it. I think I've done as much as I can with that. Oh, hang on, 4. 4 can't be red, so that's a 4. And that's a 4. 4's in one of those cells. And one of those. Oh, well, I can at least corner mark it since it's a real digit. Oh, and 4 can't be red, so it's in there. Oh, and what I did is corner mark a 5 because I am a numpty. And we get a 4 in one of those. That must be 4. Can't be blue, yeah, just checking. And that's 4, and that fixes 4 here. So I'm just left with a little X-wing on 4s, one of which is on the 25 diagonal. So let's, now this can't be 9, 8, 5, 7 or 6 or 4. Same is true here, yes. So, and this could be anything, but let's look at 25 is, we've got high numbers. Let's look at the minimum. 1, ooh, my battery's running low. Okay, I'm going to pause to... Right, very foolish of me to start a Bataku's puzzle with about half an hour of battery life. Lunatic. So, what was I going to do? Look at the minimum. 1, 8, and a 2, I suppose, is 11. 6 is 17. 5 is 22. 1 is 23. Right, there's 2 degrees of freedom, and you could have thought that that meant this can't go up to 4, but actually that's not true because I was saying 1 there and 2 there. It could actually be 1 here, 2 here, and the 2 degrees of freedom takes that up to 4. So the only way for this to be a 4 is to go 4, 8, 1, 6, 5, 1. That makes 25, yeah. Just checking, and it took me a while. So, can it be a 4? 4, 8, well that would make... Oh, do we know anything? Maybe I can colour blue more. Yes, I can. That's blue. That's blue. Go on, stop this being a blue somehow. No, that actually is blue. Ah, so that doesn't make a decision on my... Look at that, all the blue's done. I mean, I suppose I can colour this last colour. I've only got black left. I don't know what this is going to be, but it seems to go in a lot of cells. Yeah, I mean, it's the last digit in a lot of cells. So there we go. Those are all black. So 481651 works. Just checking the other diagonals. I really don't think I've got any clues there. It's really all down to this 25 one. Wow, how am I meant to do this? Because if it's not 481651, if these were twos, 2, 5, 6, 2, 8, what would that leave? 2, I can't do it, 7, 13, 15, 23. This would be a 1. And that would be a 9. That would be where the degree of freedom went. So these blues can't be 3s. They are 1 or 2. This actually is 1 or 4. Oh, look, I can place 1 in this box. Black is 1. And therefore blue is not 1. Good grief. Okay, I'm putting 1 in. Let's get rid of the black colour because it's quite oppressive. Blue is 2. It must be. It must be. And now there is only 1. This must be the 1. So I've got my 4s. This is the last one. I'm going to finish in just a moment now. Hang on. Let's do this. 2, 4, 10, 11. These two add up to 14. They have to be 5 and 9. Dark grey is 5. Green is 9. Now we know that purple is 8. Yellow is 7 because it's not 5. Red is 3. I've got about 2 cells left to do suddenly, and this puzzle is done. That is extraordinary. What a fun puzzle. What a brilliant conception. Let's just finish off by colouring those dark grey, and I think we've got the whole grid coloured. I hope I haven't made a mistake with that because I know it annoys people. I'm sorry for the colourblind who are struggling to see any differences there. But I think that is a very pretty picture at the end because Butaku is a magnificent constructor. That has been absolutely brilliant. Loved it. Loved it all the way through. You may have been late for the party, Butaku, but we were quite late solving it as well. And it was an absolute pleasure when we got there. Lovely puzzle. Thank you, as always, so much for watching us and for the kind things you say so often. It's a lovely community as well. And hope to see you soon on the channel. Bye for now.